Apologies for that, guys. I sometimes accidentally push the button on the side of my phone, and it stops recording. And I was in a good flow there with the Ian Gary reaction video. So this is just part two, because I don't want to record the same video 10 times. No, I was saying that personally, right, it depends on how fast you want to push in, Gary. There's the lower level of opposition that's a good name, and I think it was a very winnable fight. He would be expected to win, and that's Munir Lazez. I think you could put him against Munir Lazez next, maybe on the opening fight of the main card, or potentially prelim headliner of McGregor's next show. Or you could do then the mid level. I thought he was more dominant, I think, in his performance of Gabe Green than Daniel Rodriguez was. And Daniel Rodriguez, he is a guy. He'll be 36 at the end of the year. So he's kind of fighting against Father Time a bit. He's been out for like almost last year with injury. So it really depends on how fast Daniel Rodriguez wants to turn around. So, timing wise, it may not line up for Daniel Rodriguez. If it does, I think you could potentially do that. Maybe headline. I'm sure it would do well headline on the fight card in Dublin, but maybe you could do that again. You could have that first or second fight on a pay-per-view main card of a McGregor return, or potentially Coleman to like a Paddy Pimblett, or maybe a Darren Till Dublin main event. That's the second option. And to be honest, I think like Ian Gary showed that he deserves those kind of fights, and he deserves to be mentioned with those type of names. It just depends about timing and how fast the UFC want to push him. And then the top level guy I would name would be Santiago Ponzinibbio. I think Ian Gary. I honestly believe that within the next 12 to 18 months, Ian Gary will have a number next to his name. I think it's more an inevitability than anything else. And he's only 24 as well, so he will continue to get better. Nobody knows if he is on the level to challenge for a title, or how he would do against the likes of a Hamza or Shavkat or a Sean Brady. I think that's maybe a couple of years down the line potentially. But a contest with Santiago Ponzinibbio would, if he won, it would get him in the rankings, and he has definitely shown potential to compete. To compete, to be able to hang with the likes of a Ponzinibbio, with the likes of a Daniel Rodriguez. I think that fight. I think it really just depends on how much the UFC wants to push Ian Gary. And I won't be betting against him anytime soon. Just don't be fighting like a pussy, like a pussy again, like Darren Weeks. Nah, listen, he certainly didn't fight like a pussy against Gabe Green. Very mature performance, showed his level, showed that the future is bright. In the future, Gary, congratulations on your win, brother. Enjoy your time off with your family, and God bless.